Safira Salsabila. I play the role is midwifery.
Hello, my name is Nimas Nirwana. I play the role of village head.
Hi everyone, my name is Naisa Naswana Tanya. I play the role of city husband.
Hello, I'm Zelda Yasmin. I play the role of Siti, a pregnant woman.
Hello guys, my name is Anissa Fitri Mulyani. I play the role of Mrs. Ani.
Hello, I'm Yuniza Barabella. I play the role of Paraji. Hello, my name is Lia Akila. I play the role of City Moms. Hello, my name is Nisa Anatama Gilam. I play the role of Mrs. Nur.
The morning before noon in Siti's yard felt ordinary, covered with the scent of soil and occasional puff of smoke from the kitchen. Siti, with her belly growing, is still trying to clean the yard, a movement forced by customary pressure and hope to remain strong. Her husband, Farid, is filled with deep anxiety, having learned from the midwife about Siti Aikr's medical condition, preeclampsia. However, tradition is a strong wall in this village, represented by Siti's mom, who insists that the first child must be spiritually cared for by the Paraji, traditional midwife, Mbok Suti. The tension between love and tradition soon explodes into a real crisis when the dreaded contraction arrives, forcing Farid to face a life or death choice.
Push yourself too hard. You should be resting. Oh, come on, Red. Siti was sweeping. I worked hard when I was pregnant.
It hurts so bad.
What's wrong, babe? Contracts again? have to take her to midwife. She needs urgent medical attention. Don't be hasty. I taught you this is taboo for the first child not to be helped by a midwife. We are going to Mbok Suti. She is our traditional spiritual caregiver. But mom, look at Siti. She weak. Her water already broke. She needs to be a country immediately. Midwife has better equipment, and the doctor warned us about her blood pressure. Your child needs a blessing and hand that have been preserved for generations. If you go to midwife, you risk investing ancestral heart. Please, listen to your mother. Terus Mbok Suti first. Oh God! Alright. If that's what you want, we're going to Mbok Suti house now.
The village head and Mrs. Noor, who heard the commotion from a distance, immediately looked at each other anxiously. Knowing that there was a midwife in their village, both of them immediately rushed to report it, worried that something would happen to the pregnant woman who was about to give birth to Mbok Suti. Midwife Ayu is clinically, orderly, and calm, seen as a symbol of modern medical knowledge. But the peaceful atmosphere is abruptly shattered by the arrival of Mrs. Noor, the neighbor, and the village head, carrying alarming news from Siti's house. Ayu, a passionate and dedicated professional, immediately grabs the danger. Siti's medical records showing signs of preeclampsia and a narrow pelvis cramp emergency in her mind. The conflict that follows is not only between the midwife and the patient family, but also ripples into the village leadership. The village head, torn between his duty to protect the life of a resident and his fear of opposing long-held traditional belief, struggled to find a middle path. Driven by her awe to save life, I decided to cross boundaries, hoping not to ignite confrontation, but to build a bridge before it too late.
Excuse me, my wife. Oh, Mrs. Noor and Mrs. Village Head. What is about? So early in the morning. Why are you so tense? Please sit, have a seat first.
No time to sit, midwife. This we bring bad news.
It's about Siti, midwife, wife.
Siti? What happens to Siti? Is she going into labor? Why wasn't she back here?
I happened to pass bedtime house, midwife. I had very panic voice. When I looked at it, Siti was in a gown in the yard. Her water had broken.
Her water broke? My God! Then where are they now?
That's the problem, midwife. I just got the report from Ibu Nur. Siti's mother was insistent.
Her mother forehead it, midwife, she said it's stable. For the first child to be helped by a midwife, it must be Mbok Suti. They immediately took Siti to Mbok Suti house.
This is suspected, Mr. Village Head, Mr. Noor. This isn't just about traditional. This is a medical emergency. This is during her life checkup. Siti's blood pressure was 170 over 100. Her legs were severely swollen. Cluster symptoms of preeclampsia.
Pre-eclamp? What is that, midwife?
Simply put, is pregnancy poisoning, Mr. Risk of serious, and not only that. From the examination result, Siti has a contracted pelvis. I marked it red in her book. She must give birth in a proper health facility.
Huh? Contract pelvis? No wonder Siti looking so weak earlier.
So what do we do, midwife? To the villains, Boksuti is the guardian of life. If I foresee the issue, I am afraid the villains will turn against me. They fear the taboo.
Is it better to fear or the taboo or to feel losing a life, miss? Boksuti's knowledge cannot treat preeclampsia or a baby stuck because of a narrow pelvis.
I know, you're right, midwife, but as the village here, I can suddenly issue a ban. I ask for one favor, midwife.
What is it, miss?
Please, midwife, go there, check on her first. Don't wear your complete uniform, so it doesn't immediately catch a scene. Go ask a worried neighbor. Maybe Boksuti's heart will soften if you talk to her nicely. We will follow, monitoring from afar.
Boksuti's house is the complete antithesis of midwife Ayu practice. Dimly lit, cramped and heavy with the scent of herb and whispered prayer, it serves as the spiritual heart of the village. Here, in the middle of this spirit effort, the dignified Boksuti begins to feel the weight of her own failure. Her knowledge and potion are powerless against the complexity of city's physical condition. At the height of her despair, midwife Ayu bursts through the door. The scene becomes a clash between deeply rooted traditional pride and the urgent demands of medical science. But when city suddenly experiences a mass seizure, every cultural argument collapses. In that bitter moment of honesty, both Boksuti and Ayu are forced to confront their own limitation. And from that very place, an unwilling yet instinctive collaboration, driven purely by the desire to save a life, finally begins.
I use all my amulets and herbal remedies, Ma. But the baby refused to descend. Whoever is still, this is a bad sign. What shall we do, Mom?
Mom, you done everything you can, but it is beyond your abilities now. We can let city stay like this. Be ready to cultivate for her.
Bo, are my brains not strong now? Please, Bo, don't let anything happen to my grandchild.
So hurt, Mom.
Calm down. Siti, calm.
So hurt, Mom.
There's no time. Gustaf is completely exhausted.
Excuse me, sorry. What's wrong? I apologize for the interruption, Mbak Siti. I'm here as a concerned friend. I'm worried about Siti.
Why not here, midwife? We don't need your city science in our house.
Leave! Mbak, Siti is already showing symptoms of my eclampsia. It's dangerous. Mbak Suti, please allow me to examine her. I believe we can save them both.
My knowledge has been strong enough to protect the life of the village for 40 years. Do you think I'm a nothing?
I know Mbak Suti is the best, but this isn't just about knowledge, Mbak. It's about physical limitation. Siti's stubborn is a mild seizure.
Oh my God, Siti! Mbo, help! Mom, what happened?
Please allow me to set up an infusion.
midwife, Siti is not just villager. She is our family. I know you're strong, but I don't want to lose Siti. Let midwife do the part. We will face this together.
That's a strong medicine. Is it safe? It is safer than letting Siti have a full seizure and die, Bo. This is a boundary we both must acknowledge. I need you to calm the family, stop the panic. I will handle the medical side. You must be his spiritual healer.
Mom, whatever happens, I'm here with you.
Enough, Mbok. No one is to stop her. Do it, midwife. But I will stay here with Siti.
The atmosphere in Mbok Suti's house reaches its highest point of intensity. This chapter unfolds as a visceral display of emergency synergy. Midwife Ayu, drenched in sweat, performed the medical intervention with precise instruction and steady hand, while Mbok Suti, her shooting voice unwavering, becomes the spiritual anchor for the suffering Siti. The success in stabilizing Siti's blood pressure is immediately overshadowed by a new, life-threatening complication, shoulder dystocia. In a storm of controlled panic, the two women, who only a moment ago were on opposite sides, now move us on. The combination of Ayu's command of the make-robot maneuver and Mbok Suti's firm physical and emotional support proved a powerful truth. True strength lies in unity. The scene reaches its climax with a triumphant cry and the first wail of a newborn baby, life safeguarded by a bridge built between two worlds.
Siti, listen to Mbok. Don't panic. Breathe in, breathe out. God is with you. You come this far.
Mbok Siti, the medicine is working. Her blood pressure is stabilizing, but the baby must come out immediately. We'll try the side lying position, Bo. Help Siti turn her body. Oh my god! Full dilation is complete! But there is shoulder dystocia. The baby's shoulder is stuck. I can't pull the baby. It's wrist injury.
Don't panic, midwife. I will help. Siti, push hard. Don't be afraid. Feel the strength Mbok is giving you.
Once more again, Siti. 1, 2. Alhamdulillah, the baby is boy. The baby is safe.
Welcome, baby boy.
As the emotional storm following the birth settles, the atmosphere inside Mbok Suti's home begins to soften. Siti now cradles her baby boy in her arms. The scent of modern medical supplies mingle with the scent of traditional insights. Soon, the village head, Mrs. Noor and Mrs. Ani, step inside after hearing the newborn cry. They witness a rare sight. Midwife Ayu and Mbok Suti working side by side. This chapter becomes a moment of acknowledgement and diplomacy. The crisis has taught everyone the limit of knowledge and the necessity of harmony. Bound now by the life they have set together, Ayu and Mbok Suti forged a new agreement of cooperation, affirming that tradition and science must walk hand in hand for the sake of safety and survival.
Excuse me. Alhamdulillah, I heard the cry. Midwife, Mbok, how is Siti?
Siti and the baby are healthy, village head. Siti's blood pressure is stable after the medicine. A miracle of collaboration, sis.
Midwife, we apologize for our stubbornness that almost cost a life. Today I learned that protecting our family mind.
We witness it ourselves, Mbo. Resolved to come to Angel and Midwife, willingness to enter even when reject. This is a lesson for us. We will start attending routine check-up.
The strength of tradition is to protect, not to threaten. You feel the warmth of the ancestor, but you forget the ancestor themselves would not want to see their descendants perish. Science and tradition must know the boundary.
But Suti, I admit it. You present by Siti's side the prayers and colors you provide for her soul. My science saved her body, but Siti's soul was saved by you.
Midwife, you are the medical science with complete tools. I am the Paraji, who preserve the heritage and soul of this village. From now on, let us work together in true collaboration.
I'm reading more. We remind the most important prana in the village. We teach expectant mother when the absolute must check in at the community health center, especially if there are danger signs.
And I will ensure every mother I spiritually care for has had her condition checked by you. I will also provide the best advice regarding postpartum care according to our tradition.
Alhamdulillah, this is the collaboration of tradition and science our village has been waiting for.
Ayu and Mbok Suti stand together, clasping hands in a sincere gesture, their official symbol of collaboration. The stage light slowly dim as the villager watched them with deep respect.
Sekarang